Yo, this is a crazy day. A crazy day when I tell you. In the middle of the night, Shams posted that Luka is going to the Lakers. Luka is going to the Lakers. My jaw dropped. Okay. And who are they trading to get Luka from Dallas? AD. Y'all, when I tell y'all my mouth dropped to the floor. This is an unusual and strange trade. But we have so many questions, so many things to get to, y'all. So we really gonna have to figure it out. We're really gonna have to figure it out. Go through a couple of things and just see what we're gonna do. Um, right now my piece just broke, right? Because I had a ring light normally go on top of here, but it broke. So I gotta get it fixed. But for the most part, y'all, we gotta look up the facts. We gotta look up what's going on. I didn't want to go live too early, um, because I wanted to make sure that everyone, for the most part, has done their interviews, so we can kind of track this in real time. Okay. So for the most part, I have to get my other ring light. I think my other ring light got clipped on too, so we're gonna have to see. Let's see how that works. You know what, bright? I can't even see, and I got on glasses. All right, that's so much better with the ring light. Okay, so let's do some journalistic stuff first. We're gonna go to the first post. We're gonna find Sham's post. For a second. Shams reportedly. Sham reports Luka trade. Okay, so we are going to start from. We gotta start from the beginning, y'all. I don't think it's good to whereas we report stuff and we don't like track it in the correct timeline. And I think that's just fair, honestly. Mm, 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right, we're gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna go to here. All right, y'all, because we have to find the post for Shams. Sham reported, yeah. Let's go find it. Let's go find it. Because I had all of this stuff on y'all. Y'all wouldn't believe me. Y'all just add a second longer than normal, but we're gonna hear it from Sham himself. Um, I think it's only fair from the man who reported it. All right, so we're gonna have to make sure we're not sharing that. We're gonna share this one. I'm gonna give it to y'all just 1 second.
Deal materialize.
This deal materialized in the shadows. This came out of nowhere. This is maybe the most stunning trade, definitely that I've been a part of in recent NBA history, as far as it was never clearly out there. And you saw two teams in Rob Pelinka with the Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, Nico Harrison there doing this deal. And I'm told Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, the players, coaches, a lot of people on both sides with the Mavericks and Lakers had no idea. I can assuredly tell you it's a fact. LeBron James had no idea this was coming. Anthony Davis had no idea this was coming. I'm told Luka Doncic is still stunned about this trade. But when you look at the totality of what just occurred, Luka Doncic is a 25-year-old, like you said, mega star, perennial all-NBA player. He's someone that you think of as untouchable, as a guy that's never going to be traded. I'm told that the Mavericks actually approached the Lakers and offered Luka Doncic a few days ago in a trade. Very recently, the Mavericks went out. They knew exactly who they wanted. They wanted Anthony Davis. That's the player that if they were ever going to trade Luka Doncic, if this was even a thought that was going to cross their mind, it was for AD. And so the Mavericks called the Lakers, offered Luka Doncic, and that's when the Lakers had to huddle internally. They've never offered Anthony Davis ever in a trade. But if you're going to get offered Luka Doncic, that's when Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and that organization, they had to meet. And it's Luka Doncic at the end of the day. And they went out, and he's a 25-year-old player. For the next decade, you can look at him as the face of your franchise. And on the other side, with the Mavericks, you have someone who's 31. He's in the prime of his career. He wants to win a championship now, Anthony Davis does. And you pair him with Kyrie Irving, who he's friends with and close with. Jason Kidd coached him on the 2020 championship Lakers. Jared Dudley, there's other members of that coaching staff that he's very close with, and Nico Harrison he has a relationship with through Nike. So you take the curtains back, and it makes a lot of sense in many ways. But this coming right now, it's the most stunning trade that I've definitely been a part of.
Valentine's Day is filled with the unexpected.
All right, y'all. We're going through the timeline. We're going through the timeline of what is to be, for the most part. So now we have to find the interview this morning. Mavs GM with Jason Kidd to see this all play out, because the sports world is basically in shambles right now. Y'all, I'm still stunned. Let's go here. All right. Yeah, I do not move as fast as that. So, just trying to make sure I find the correct sources in real time. So I want to make sure that I give you all the proper interview. I just want to make sure I give you all the proper interview. I had to reset my computer, so I had all of this stuff up in order. But let's go back to, let's see. Let's go to YouTube, actually. We are going to get to the Grammys tomorrow and see what King Kendrick does. But I want to find the full interview. So let's go here. I got it pulled up now, the full interview.
Thanks for everybody for coming. Jay, is it normally this crowded for your pregame speeches?
No, they don't want to hear about everybody who's out.
No, on a serious note, we definitely understand the magnitude of what just transpired. It's not lost on us. Definitely would like to thank Luka for his brilliance and, over the last, 4 years since we've been here, what we've been able to accomplish, as well as, Maxi Kleber, when he got hurt the other day and I go in the back and check on him and the first thing he says is sorry for getting hurt, but that just, kind of goes to the type of person he is. And then also Smooth, like he was such a great guy in the locker room. So I just want to, thank all those guys for their contribution to get us to where we're at. And then as we turn the page, I think it's important to know that Jay Kidd and I, we've had a vision in the culture that we want to create since we've been here. And the players that we're bringing in, we believe exemplify that. And, we think defense wins championships. And we're bringing in one of the best two-way players in the league. A lot of people don't talk about, what he does defensively and offensively. But, if you can name first-team All-NBA players that are also first-team All-Defensive players. That's a unique unicorn to try to find. And we're able to find that. And as well, you look at Max Christie. He was their starting two-guard, guarded all the top players in the league, and he's young and athletic and bouncy and, gets his hands on lots of balls. So we really feel that they're bringing in, they're adding into the culture that we're trying to create here. We feel that defense wins championships, and we're excited to go. We feel like we're built to win now as well as in the future.
At this point in his career, especially without asking out, what got you guys to the point where you felt like moving on from Luka was it?
Managing your employee's schedule doesn't have to feel like trying to solve a mystery. With Connect Team, you can easily plan, distribute, and manage your team's schedule by time, location, customer, or the type of job that needs to be done. And you can even add notes and tasks.
Best interest in the franchise.
Yeah, I think it wasn't really like a point. I think it was like, how do we make our team better? There's some unique things about his contract that we had to pay attention to. There's other teams that were loading up, that he was going to be able to decide make his own decision at some point of whether he wants to be here or not, whether we want to supermax him or not, or whether he wants to opt out. So I think we had to take all that into consideration and feel like we got out in front of what could have been a tumultuous summer.
Igor, did you have any indication from him or his representation that he was going to opt out or not take the extension or anything like that?
No, not at all. Not at all. Nothing verbally that would lead me to believe that.
Why would the Supermax be a difficult decision on your end?
Oh no, it's not a matter of it being a difficult decision. It's a matter of, once you put that out there, they accept or they don't, and at that point you're on the clock.
Did you have discussions with any other teams besides the Lakers about this deal?
No, and I'd like to give Rob Pelinka a lot of credit. Trades, you guys have been around here. Trades don't happen at the smallest level without stuff getting out. And Rob and I were able to have, really intense conversations over the course of, 3 or 4 weeks that started out as a coffee that, was more, hey, we had to keep it tight. Jay Kidd didn't know about it. But Jay Kidd and I are aligned, and we talk about archetypes and we talk about the culture that we want to create. So I know the type of players that he likes without actually talking to him. Hey, would you like, so I know that. And Jay Kidd coached them when they won the championship. So I think when you're aligned with your coach like that, I know the type of players that he likes. And so I felt good about it making sense to where we're trying to go.
For either with Luka's pedigree and potential that he's shown so far, this feels like a move that you absolutely have to be right about. There can't be any doubt in your mind when you pull the trigger on it. I'm just curious, what convinced both of you that you will not be wrong?
Well, let's be clear. I'm the one making the decision, and Jay's supportive of it. So it's me. I don't do anything that's scary.
Just a kid,
I think everything that we do, we put a lot of work into it. We study it and we restudy it and we go back, and I understand the magnitude of it. So the easiest thing for me to do is do nothing, and everyone would praise me for doing nothing. But we really believe in it, and time will tell if I'm right.
You've said it a number of times. You've mentioned the word culture and how Anthony and the other players you bring back fit that culture. Are you implying that Luka no longer fit that culture?
No, listen, one thing about me, I'm not going to talk bad about any players. Like that's not going to do, us or me any good. I just say there's levels to it, and there's people that fit the culture and there's people that come in and add to the culture. And those are two distinct things. And I believe the people that were coming in are adding to the culture.
What would you just say to fans who are frustrated about this move?
I'm sorry they're frustrated, but it's something that we believe in as an organization. It's going to make us better. We believe that it sets us up to win not only now but also in the future. And when we win, I believe the frustration will go away.
Nico, what was the conversation like with Patrick when we introduced this idea to him?
The first time he laughed at me. No, Patrick, he's the owner. Obviously, he's the ultimate decision maker, but he entrusts in J. Kidd and I to lead this team, and he's putting the trust into us. And then obviously you got to get judged on the performance that you've done as a leader. And at some point, if it doesn't work out, then I'll be judged for that.
Jason, what is your reaction to this trade?
Yeah, I think it's it's something that as Nico's brought up, we are aligned, right? And so just understanding Luka, when I first came here, excited about the opportunity to coach an upcoming star and who became a mega star. And I was just blessed to have that opportunity to coach him. But when you look at the vision of the team and what Nico wants to build, I truly support that, and truly believe that the players that we're getting are the ones that can help us achieve that, and that's to win a championship.
Well, why did they fit that vision better?
It's not about better. It's about, being able to, again, Nico has talked about defense. Defense wins championships. AD is the one that we truly believe fits with D-Live and Gaff and PJ. And so when you look at going forward, we're looking at the window to win now. And with AD and Christie, and not to forget about Christie, he's a young wing that we believe that fits.
What do you envision? Does AD start at 4 for you guys? Is he a 5? How do you envision that working?
I gotta be honest with you. Right now, I'm only focused on today's game. Right? Like I am. I got a list of players. I gotta tell you who are out, and we got a game today, right? And so as we go down the line, I'll be able to answer that question for you. And I'm not avoiding that question. Like as you see the rosters built, he probably will start at the 4, but I can give you more concrete information as we go forward.
All right. I recognize
When do you expect these guys in uniform?
Not sure. I don't have a perfect answer for that because everything just happened. I don't even think it was midnight last night, like 2, 3 in the morning. So we're still trying to get physicals, figure out how long that's going to take, get people in the market. So we don't have a perfect answer for that.
Do you have an idea about AD's availability in terms of the abdominal issue that he's dealing with now?
No, we'll learn. 1, it wasn't significant. And 2, we'll learn more as we go through the physicals.
You mentioned you think this will work in the short term and the long term. Short term makes great sense. How do you see this working out well for the organization in the long term?
Well, I think the long term is the time frame. I think he fits our time frame. If you pair him with Kyrie and the rest of the guys, he fits right along with our time frame to win now and win in the future. And the future to me is 3-4 years from now. The future 10 years from now, I don't know. I don't think they probably bury me and Jay Button or we bury ourselves.
Yes.
All right. I know there's a lot of questions.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Great job.
But you have a game tonight.
So you guys don't have any questions about the game?
Who's that? Kyrie.
Can I just give you the medical update, please? Christie, Davis, Lively, Powell, Gafford, Irving, and Washington all out. You want me to say it again?
Yes.
Okay, there's 7 of them. So Christie, Davis, Lively, Powell, Gafford, Irving, in Washington. Got it?
Jason,
Cool.
after the initial news broke and then you said you'll have a game today, how did you just address the players and make sure that they were good with
The most crazy thing in NBA history. Me going live don't do justice about it. I was up last night.
Yeah, this we met this morning as a group, and so we talked about it. We opened the floor for if anybody had any questions. No one really had any questions. Understanding we have a game today, we got to be professional, but also you want to give your flowers to Luka and Maxey and Smooth for what they have done. When you talk about Luka and the 7 years with the Mavs, he's beloved, and to be able to watch it up close by the city of Dallas, he's a global icon, and so just to be able to talk as a group. Now we've been faced with a lot of injuries, so we've had a lot of conversations or meetings about next man up.
Okay, y'all. So now this is the part that I don't get, right? How everybody's on the roster is damn near out. Like all the starters are damn near out with like injuries, right? For medical, right? But then you go trade Luka, one of the biggest stars in the NBA, first round All NBA for the past 3 or 4 years, to say. One of the bigs, just top 3 in the NBA itself. So why would you go get another player that's per se injured at this moment, and knowing that AD can come across as he's getting older, to get more injuries? That's something that we have to clock. We have to go back and say, hey, is this a good time for this? So we're just gonna see.
And that's the situation as a coach I have to do. But we talk about Maxey. We're going to miss Maxey, a true pro. And we're going to miss Smooth, a pro in that locker room, and was always ready to play if needed. And so, but when you talk about getting AD and Christie, we have to, we believe that those guys are going to help us win now.
When did you find out this was going to happen?
At the 11th hour. So right before it was announced.
What was just your feeling at that moment?
I think just in shock, but unfortunately, I've been in this league for a long, long time. So I've seen a lot. I've been involved in trades by the Mavericks, and so it is part of the business. It is a little shocking, but like in the sense we have to push forward. As a organization, as a team, we have a game to play, and we have to be pros about it. But we understand what Luka has meant to the Mavericks, and we wish him and his family the best in LA. Also Maxey and Smooth, but we have to push forward, and we believe we have a team that can do that.
What are the challenges of incorporating new players with that magnitude into your lineup?
Well, I think unfortunately I've been old, and I'm probably too old, but I've had the luxury of coaching AD. We've won a championship in LA, and so I have a little advantage of understanding who he is on and off the floor. I will get to know Christie, watch tape on him, but it takes time. Chemistry, anytime you add or subtract, it takes time for that group to get to know each other. Of continuity is a big thing, and we've seen this for the guys who've been with us this season, the beat writers. Our injuries, we've always had next man up, and we're always trying to get continuity, and for whatever reason this year we've had a lot of injuries and illness, and we're trying our best to get that continuity, and hopefully the month of February and March we can find that.
Did you get a chance to communicate with Luka right before or right after this happened?
I reached out to him, and we've missed each other, so I have not had the opportunity to talk to him yet.
Have you talked to Kyrie about this?
Yes, and this morning in the meeting, we all had the opportunity to talk. Yeah, I think he's shocked, but understanding he's probably been in this league and has seen different things, and so understanding we have to push forward. He probably saw things differently, and I'm speaking from my point of view.
Yeah, let's see what Stephen A. had to say. I think this. Y'all, I'm shocked. Just for y'all. Let's look up Stephen A. reacts. The internet is going crazy. I'm just watching stuff like how just the trade details. Like, this is crazy, y'all. I don't know. I really don't know what else to say. I'm just in shock. And what does the Jazz? The Jazz is like, why the fuck I'm in this? This don't even make no sense. This don't even make no sense, y'all. Jason Kidd, I know you mad. Jason Kidd, I know you mad. Jason Kidd, I know you mad. All right, y'all. We're gonna have to close this out. We have to close this out with something. I don't even know. I don't even know. I just don't know. I don't know. All right, we can go to our next topic, right? In this, let's talk about how, you know what? Let's talk about how Academics was wrong for what he did. Academics was so wrong for what he did. But we're gonna get to that on another live.